All right, today we are talking about accounting and taxes. One of my least favorite things to talk about, but we got to talk about it because the tax man's got to get his money. I use different accounting packages depending on my needs of the company. If you are in need of sophisticated needs, that means you're doing multi-currency, you're doing international, you got to track sales along a spectrum of taxes of state. I use Xero for those situations, Xero. Again, I don't get any money from these companies. I just use them. I'm not trying to sell you guys motivational speaking events or anything like that. The second thing I use a lot in the companies is a company called Zoho, Z-O-H-O. I'll tell you right now, the user interface really sucks. It's not super sexy, but it's cheap, it does the job, and it can scale with your companies as you need them to. So having Zoho, it's called Zoho Books. It's part of the Zoho One package. And you basically get an all-in-one subscription into that model. There'll be other tools. I'm actually going to do a whole video on how we use Zoho and all the different functionality within it, because there's a lot in there and it's overwhelming, right? It's pretty overwhelming to do that. So I would definitely recommend Zoho Books to do that, and get maybe your accountant to look at your chart of accounts, make sure it's all lined up correctly, and it logs into a lot of different integrations. Zoho doesn't integrate into things like Shopify, I don't think. They may have done an update since this video, but I don't think they integrate into Shopify. So if you're selling e-commerce and stuff like that, you need to be mindful of that. Check that first. And then that's kind of the accounting. It'll be on autopilot. It's cloud-based. But the biggest thing I faced, was my freaking spend on my credit cards. It was out of control, and it was out of control because I was growing and we needed to buy stuff, and we just couldn't get it done without losing control. And I looked everywhere. There's no solution. So a few years ago, I decided to build one. I own a company called Top Devs. They do custom software development for some of the nation's largest Fortune companies. I said, hey, I own the development team. This is a problem. If I invest in it, I did an analysis. And we built it. It's called SpendHub. It's called SpendHub, SpendHub.net. You can go over there. You can use it for free. Just mention that you're a YouTube subscriber to my channel, and there'll be no fees to use it. But it really helped me control my spend and gave me immediate access to real-time reporting, visibility of what the heck was going on. And I'll show you maybe an example when I get back to the office of some of the UI, what it looks like. But essentially, it's got a budget planner, helps me stop wasted charges, helps me close my books in minutes. It integrates into some other companies as well now, NetSuite, Concur, QuickBooks, Xero. And really what it did, it gave me super efficient reconciliations without any mistakes. I was able to issue cards to people. It has a whole card management program that links up to your accounting package. And we've got right now an integration with over 300 US banks. So it's been pretty popular with some of our clients. Take a look at it. It definitely will help you streamline your expenses, get a handle on your expenses, especially on the cards. You can use them for things like SaaS products. you want to control that. You can have different cards for each service. I actually used, just to give you a use case here, you know, we when COVID hit, we had to unfortunately let go quite a number of folks, and the Google card that I was using for SpendHub declined, and I got a notification that says, you know, why it declined, and that told me that my HR folks, you know, by accident, forgot to unsubscribe those users from the Google G Suite account. Now, we use the Enterprise Edition, which is $25 a month, so you multiply that by 100 people, that is $2,500 a month right there. So I wouldn't have known about that, probably would have gone 6 months. It has literally helped me save hundreds of thousands of dollars. 2018, as a matter of fact, I actually paid $256,000 less in taxes because I was able to reconcile the receipts and I was able to capture the deductions that I was entitled to, which I normally wouldn't, because I would lose the receipts or I couldn't find them. And as you guys all know, that if you're an LLC, that comes straight into income. So once you have that income, guess what? You're paying taxes on it, and there's really nothing you can do about it. So check that out. Xero for sophisticated spending. Zoho if your needs are a little bit unsophisticated, you don't need multi-currency and all that stuff. And then SpendHub to control your expenses. It's free. I'm trying to help people out here, so go ahead and use it. Just let them know that you're a YouTube subscriber, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.